Eh. Chardonnay True Crime fans, welcome back to another episode of Chardonnay True Crime. I'm your host, Dakota. With me, as always, is the lovely Kate.
That's me.
That is her. And tonight, we are going to be talking about the Butcher of Rostov, Andrei Chikatilo. This is going to be a really interesting episode. It's going to get really bloody. This is definitely a heavy episode. This is definitely going to be really intense episode. So keep that in mind when watching. Going to be a lot of trigger warnings in this one. So I'll give you a couple. So far, we've got cannibalism. We've got the World War II. We've got rape. We've got murder, obviously. Blood. There's a lot of blood in these episodes.
Yeah, you get a nickname like the Butcher of anything. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's bring on the blood.
Yeah, I mean, this seemed like the perfect episode to do right before Halloween, in my opinion. This just felt perfect for right before Halloween, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know anything about this, so I'll probably agree with you later once I know about this guy.
Yeah. You'll agree with me later once you know a little bit more about him. Let me just go ahead and pour my wine, if I can get my wine open. Oh my God. I just washed my hands. So, there we go.
Boom. Yeah, I'm trying a new one. I got a brand I don't usually get, but it was like $3 at Walgreens in Vegas.
Yeah, that's Walgreens in Vegas.
And it's supposed to be a strawberry one, but it doesn't smell quite as strawberry as my usual strawberry one. So we'll see.
Well, fingers crossed it's, palatable. And I mean, do you have a bottle of strawberry in the fridge just in case?
No, I've got a regular of just like a regular. I have a bottle of my regular, like normal person Moscato. Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
It's good? It's all right?
Yeah, that's solid.
Well, that's good. All right, so let's get it going with Andrei Chikatilo. This is going to be really intense. So Andrei Chikatilo was born on the 16th of October, 1936, in the village of Yablin. Starting early with these names I can't pronounce, right?
Ooh, yeah. Yabluchne?
Yabluchne. Yeah, maybe. It's a... Yabluchne is closest to what we'll be able to pronounce, so why not? In the Sumy Oblast of the Ukrainian SSR. Now, at the time of his birth, the Ukraine was in the grip of a famine caused by Joseph Stalin's forced collectivization of agriculture. So at the time, Stalin was having anybody who was growing agriculture to give it to basically him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, so the whole country was like in the middle of this really big famine at the time. Now, his parents were both collective farm laborers who lived in a one-room hut. They received no wages for their work, but instead received the right to cultivate a plot of land behind the family hut. So basically...
Whoops. Sorry.
You good?
Yeah. I was trying to like subtly take a sweater out of my closet and the hanger went ba-doong.
Yeah, subtle isn't exactly your game, is it?
No, apparently not.
All right, anyways. So basically they were forced to grow food for the government. And instead of getting paid, they were given the right to like kind of grow their own food, but in small amounts. And because of that, the family seldom had sufficient food. Chikatilo himself later claimed not to have eaten bread until the age of 12 and stated that sometimes his family would have to survive by eating grass or leaves just so they didn't die.
Jesus.
Yeah. So throughout his childhood, he was repeatedly told by his mother, Anna, that prior to his birth, he had an older brother named Stephen, who at the age of 4 had been kidnapped and cannibalized by starving neighbors, although it has never been established whether or not this incident actually occurred or if Stephen Chikatilo even existed. But nonetheless, he recalled his childhood as being blighted by poverty, ridicule, hunger, and war. So
I
yeah.
I can't help but find it a little bit, like, just a little bit funny that, like, in, like, for all 4 of those, ridicule was, like, the second thing listed. I'm sure, like, it's probably not, like, necessarily, like, the order of severity, but, like, just the way it's listed, it makes it sound like ridicule was, like, number 2 of the 4 things. Just, like, that was the second worst thing of all of those.
The second worst thing of my life. Not poverty, not hunger, not war. The second worst thing, ridicule. They ridiculed me like crazy.
Just, God, it was so embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing eating leaves. They look at me, they say, oh, look, here come Andrei the goat boy.
Oh my God, I wasn't prepared for that at all.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't prepared for it either. You think I was called Andrei the goat boy? No.
Oh God.
Why I would want to be called Andrei the goat boy?
All of the neighborhood kids. Well, if you didn't want to be called Goat Boy, maybe you shouldn't have been eating all that fucking grass.
But maybe your family should not have eaten my fucking brother. Did you think about that? Maybe we wanted to eat him.
Nobody's ever proven that we ate your brother. Maybe you did eat your brother. Maybe they ate your brother before you got the chance.
My brother's skull is in your room, Sergey.
I found that fair and square.
Yeah, you found it at the bottom of the pot of soup that your mother made out of my brother. Yeah, fuck the hunger, fuck the war. How dare you ridicule me?
Poverty? Bullshit. Hunger? Child's play. War? For babies. The ridicule? Unbearable.
Unbearable how they treat me. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, the more we make fun of him, like the more I'm honestly like I want to do that video series where it's just like what we do in the shadows type interviews with these serial killers.
I know, we're like turning into Nadia right now.
Yeah. 5 spits for an enemy, Lilith. Two. Oh God. You good?
Oh God, that was so funny. Oh man.
The ridicule. It was worse than the war. I wake up in the night screaming, I am not good, boy!
The hunger pains. You learn to live with the hunger pains, but you never recover from the pain of humiliation and ridicule. Those follow you forever.
That is like such. Oh my God. It's such a like Vladislav thing to say. So when the Soviet Union entered the Second World War, Chikatilo's father, Roman, was conscripted into the Red Army, and he would later be taken prisoner after being wounded in combat. Between 1941 and 1944, Chikatilo witnessed some of the effects of the Nazi occupation on the Ukraine, which he described as horrors, adding that he witnessed bombings, fires, and shootings, from which he and his mother would hide in cellars and ditches. Now, on one occasion, Chikatilo and his mother were forced to watch their own hut burn to the ground. And while his father was at war, Chikatilo and his mother shared a single bed. He, unfortunately, was a chronic bedwetter, which, gee, I fucking wonder why, you know?
Or was his mother the bedwetter and she just blamed it on him to ridicule him?
Oh, yeah, look at the pissy baby boy again. Pissy little goat boy. Oh, everybody in the village, look, Andrei has pissed in the bed again. Oh, let's all point and laugh at the pissy goat boy.
Everyone in the neighborhood, you mean your son?
Yeah, the pissy goat boy. Let's laugh at him. It's really funny, you guys. It's really funny how he like pissed in his bed, but I have to sleep in that bed too. So now I wake up with piss all over me.
And it's such a pain in the ass because he pisses on my side of the bed.
He always does this. Now, because he was a bedwetter, his mom actually berated and beat him. So like it's honestly our like impression just now is not that far off because she fucking berated him for wetting the bed. But like think about what this kid is going through at the time. Your dad's been conscripted, you know, you're dealing with famine, you're dealing with a war, you're seeing like villages getting burnt down, you're seeing bombings, you're seeing all this shit. And yeah, you're gonna fucking wet the bed, and then you turn around, and it's like the one person who's supposed to be like, "Oh, it's okay, Andrei, don't worry, I help you." No, she's just like, "Oh, look at what you did, fucking piss boy." God, no
like
wonder
yanking him by the ear, like yanking him by the ear and like shoving his nose in it, just like, "Look what you did, you stupid goat piss baby."
Yeah, exactly. And then she would beat him.
Ugh.
Yeah. So in 1943, his mother gave birth to a baby girl, Tatiana. Now, because Chikatilo's father had been conscripted in 1941, he could not have fathered this child unless, of course, Tatiana was like a hammerhead shark. Hammerhead sharks, they take like 2 years to like give birth.
They really make sure those babies are ready.
Yeah. That baby's in there like doing calculus already, you know.
Ugh, we love shark babies.
We do. But anyways, so because Chikatilo's father had been conscripted, he couldn't have been the father of the child. And as many Ukrainian women were raped by German soldiers during the war, it was speculated that Tatiana was conceived as a result of a rape committed by a German soldier. And as Chikatilo and his mother lived in a one-room hut, this rape may have actually been committed in Andrei's presence.
Yikes.
No wonder he's wetting the fucking bed, Anna.
Ooh.
I just don't understand. I'm over it, so why isn't he over it? Yes, I screamed and I begged him for help and he didn't help me, but why isn't he over it already?
Just, it happened. We move on. You know, you suffer during the time, and then you bury it down and you move on. You repress your feelings and emotions, and you move on with your life.
And now you have Tatiana. It's okay.
Look at this. You've got the little baby sister. She doesn't piss the bed yet. Why can't you be more like your little baby sister, who only wets her diaper?
Yeah, look at her. Look at this perfect little Aryan child with her blonde hair and her blue eyes. Obviously, she is your sister. Obviously, she comes from your father.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Sweats nervously.
There is no German soldiers here.
Can't you see her resemblance to your father?
God, I feel bad for Anna. Like, yeah, I feel bad for the rape. I don't feel bad for her beating Andrei. That's not cool.
No.
But in September of 1944, Andrei Chikatilo finally began his schooling, and although shy And ardently studious as a child, he was physically weak and regularly attended school in homespun clothing. And by 1946, with his stomach swollen from hunger resulting from the post-war famine which plagued much of the Soviet Union. So, like, honestly, there was famine before, and then after the war, there was even more famine. Just hey, for a nice little change of pace, instead of famine, we are having famine.
Just we're having famine, but now there is no bombshells in your famine.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know what is for dinner? Go outside and eat some grass, goat boy. That's what's for dinner. But don't eat the good grass. But don't eat the good grass. You only eat the bad grass. I need the good grass to feed Tatiana.
Don't eat the good grass. That's for later. That's for later.
Now, on several occasions, this hunger caused Chikatilo to faint both at home and at school, where he was constantly targeted by bullies who regularly mocked him over his physical stature and timid nature. At home, Andrei and his sister were constantly berated by their mother. Tatiana later recalled that in spite of the hardships endured by her parents, their father was a kind man, whereas their mother was harsh and unforgiving towards her children. God,
that's a surprising change of pace.
I mean, a lot of these women that raise serial killers are pretty fucked up towards their sons.
Oh yeah, no, not that part. The part where like only the mom is, huh? Yeah,
the dad was kind.
Yeah. So like only the mom is the monster here. Well, I mean, just so far in the story.
So far, yeah, because Andrei is gearing up, man. So, you good?
Yeah, my throat's like all tickly now.
So Andrei developed a passion for reading and memorizing data and would often study at home, both to increase his sense of self-worth and to compensate for his myopia. So myopia is, I think it was either nearsighted or farsighted. I can't remember. Hang on a second. Let me look because I know it's. Oops, that is not. Yeah, so that's nearsighted. So he did that to compensate for his myopia, which often prevented him from reading the classroom blackboard. And to his teachers, Andrei was an excellent student upon whom they would regularly bestow praise and commendation, which, you know, just made the other students around him just be like, oh, well, fuck this guy. Like, look at it. He's a teacher's pet. He's a teacher's goat.
Just, I didn't know that teachers could have goats as pets.
Yeah. Look at Andrei, the little goat boy. He loves the teacher so much. Teacher's goat.
I will say, it's such a weird thing to me, like, to make fun of kids, like for kids to make fun of other kids for being shy. It's just like, kids are just fucking assholes, man.
Yeah, kids will just make fun of you for anything. I mean, isn't it your boy, the comedian that you like? What's his name?
John Mulaney. Yeah. Eighth graders will make fun of you, but they'll make fun of you accurately.
Feminine hips.
Haha, look at that man. He's got feminine hips. No, that's the thing I'm sensitive about.
Yeah. I've seen that GIF set like a million times. So that's why I just remembered it.
Yeah. John Mulaney does not lie.
Kids are fucking cruel. They are. But by his teens, Andrei Chikatilo was both a model student and an ardent communist. He was appointed editor of his local newspaper at age 14 and chairman of the People's Communist Party Committee 2 years later. An avid reader of communist literature, he also delegated the task of organizing street marches. Now, although Andrei claimed learning did not come easy to him due to headaches and a poor memory, he was the only student in his from his collective farm. I think that, like, Either I fucked up or the website that I used to get this information fucked up when they said his collective farm. Um,
I don't know. Did he grow up on a farm?
he's grew up in I mean, technically, yeah, technically, because they were farmers. What?
Did he grow up on an animal farm?
No. No, because they were farmers for the state, remember?
Yeah, no. I remember that. I was just
Okay.
I just wanted to make an animal farm reference.
Oh, I thought you were about to make a Goat Boy reference, but cool.
No. Animal Farm, like the book that's all about communism.
Yeah. I knew what you meant. Yeah. Have you read Animal Farm?
Yeah, I read that in ninth grade or 10th grade.
Yeah, it would be about ninth or 10th grade, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so he was the only student to complete the final year of study, graduating with excellent grades in 1954. And at the onset of puberty, Chikatilo discovered that he suffered from chronic impotence.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, uh-oh. It's not good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That
Mm.
so
Mm-hmm.
so I don't want to say that should be like part of our McDonald quadrant, but knowing that, like, that's immediately just kind of like a red flag.
Oh yeah, it's not good. Also, I'm just gonna throw up a picture of young Andrei Chikatilo right here because I have it.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Anyway, so here's young Andrei Chikatilo.
Oh, okay.
Probably, yeah,
Looks
nothing
like a
too
dude.
scary. Yeah, looks like a kid. Looks Eastern European,
God, yeah.
right? He looks so Eastern European, it's insane. Yeah. But anyways, he discovered that he suffered from chronic impotence, worsening his social awkwardness and self-hatred. Oof, it's just, it's like maybe if he saw a shrink, like I'm not saying that, watching his mother get raped might have had something to do with, his impotence or anything like that, but I'm saying it definitely couldn't have helped.
Yeah, I'm sure that didn't help any part of his life.
Not even a little bit.
Ow.
So anyway, you
God,
good?
all my joints are just popping.
Hmm. Well, anyways, he was shy in the company of women. His first crush at age 17 had been a girl named Lilia Barsheva, with whom he had become acquainted through the school newspaper. Yet he was chronically nervous in her company and never asked her for a date. The same year, Chikatilo jumped upon an 11-year-old friend of his younger sister and wrestled her to the ground, ejaculating as the girl struggled in his grip.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately his brain is starting to make that connection of, oh, girls struggle, I feel good.
Wonder
Okay.
where that started.
Yeah, right there. Right there is where that started. It
Yeah.
literally started right there.
Yeah. But I mean, like, also, if he did witness his mother being raped, like,
Mm.
that could have been the first cross of the wire.
Well, yeah, that too. That too. But this one, I think, really helped him sort of be like, maybe. But we'll
Yeah.
get into what really crosses that stream in a little bit because we talk about that. We will.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. But following his graduation, Chikatilo applied for a scholarship at Moscow State University. And although he passed the entrance examination with good to excellent scores, His grades were not deemed good enough for acceptance, which is honestly hilarious to me considering he's the only one in his little farm group that like actually graduated school. And he
What the fuck,
graduated with like good
Moscow?
marks. Yeah, seriously, right?
Like, what did he have to do? Like, suck your fucking dick to get in?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. No, they probably were just like, no, we don't want Goat Boy here. No, we know all about him. Fucking Goat Boy.
Honestly, like, not necessarily like that exactly, but I do feel like that probably contributed, like, just knowing, like, where he came from and just like, oh, you are not really cream of crop here, are you?
No. You may have finished all of your schooling and you may have had best grades in all of your classes, but I mean, look at where you came from. It's not really saying much, is it?
Just, I'm sorry, like, you may be smart enough for these classes, but you're just not good enough a person for this school.
No. Get out of here, Goat Boy. Get out of here.
No, Goat Boy, we only accept higher caliber student here.
Yeah, we only accept Horse Boy.
Jesus Christ, that whammy hit me like a fucking mallet. Oh my god. That was good. That was really fucking good.
I'm really happy that it hit you before you took the sip, though. I'm so happy that you did not just like spit wine everywhere.
Oh my god, it was that fucking close.
I know, I
saw. Oh my god. Oh, that was just perfect. And like just that was so fucking quick. I'm genuinely, I'm so impressed by that one.
Thank you. Yeah, we only accept Horseplay. It's not like Horse Girl, though. We're not accepting those weirdos.
No.
Girls at the Moscow University, I don't think so.
Yeah, no. And also, horse girls are just big fucking weirdos.
Yeah, it's like those girls who are like really into Twilight.
Yeah, horse girls are like, it's like if you were one of those like country boys who only post pictures of you holding a fish. You're like the same category. Just
it's absolute. So what you're telling me is you are not accepting me because I am Goat Boy, but not Horse Boy.
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying.
So what if I become Horse Boy?
No. You don't just become Horse Boy.
What if I become Horse Boy?
You need to live your life as Horse Boy. You need to have already established yourself as Horse Boy. But
right. So what if my village leaders, what if they tell you that I am Horse Boy, not Goat Boy?
Then they would be lying.
Okay.
We're not that stupid. We're just prejudiced here.
But I am a great communist. I do all the marches and I do the newspaper.
And we're so proud of you.
Yeah. So let me go to your school.
No.
But then I can spread the name of communism everywhere.
You can do that elsewhere. You don't have to do that here in our school. You can get your little goat friends to help you with that.
Your little goat friends. So Andrei speculated that his scholarship application was rejected due to his father's tainted war records because his father had been branded a traitor for being taken prisoner in 1943. But the truth was that other students had actually performed better in a highly competitive exam.
I like the idea better that he just wasn't a horse boy.
Yeah, he was a goat boy, not a horse boy. Yeah, you see, you did okay at the test. You were slow like a goat, but these kids, they are fast like a horse.
You should have eaten more oats as a child instead of grass. Did you consider that?
Leaves. Why would you eat leaves? What if you ate poison ivy?
Did the inside of your stomach get itchy?
What about the inside of your asshole?
God. It's like, that's disgusting, but I feel like the inside of your stomach being itchy is a little bit more of a terrifying concept.
I feel like his tongue would just swell up. I don't know.
I don't know. But regardless, I don't like it.
I'm gonna Google what happens if you eat poison ivy. Hang on.
We need to know for science. For true crime investigations.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there's actually a question online that's been posted. What would happen if you ate a poison ivy leaf? Poison ivy affects the mucous membranes differently than the skin. The mucus is a good barrier to its toxic oils. Skin is not. Poison ivy has been used as medicinal. Oh wow.
Huh.
So I guess nothing.
Oh, well, that's boring.
That's totally anticlimactic.
Yeah, no kidding. But at the same time, at least we know the inside of your stomach doesn't get itchy, because that would be horrible.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, no, we'll just leave that for aliens. Yeah. I imagine it itches before it like rips through your stomach. I don't know. That's just me though.
Maybe. I don't know what the nerve endings are like on the inside of your stomach lining.
Sorry, I just remembered that bit in Guardians of the Galaxy. Skin is the same thickness from the inside as the outside.
Apparently, no, it's
not. So he did not attempt to enroll at another university, and instead he traveled to the city of Kursk, where he worked as a laborer for 3 months before, in 1955, enrolling in a vocational school with the aim of becoming a communications technician. The same year, Andrei formed his first serious relationship with a local girl 2 years his junior. On 3 occasions, the couple attempted intercourse, although on each occasion, Chikatilo was unable to sustain an erection. And after 18 months, she broke off the relationship. I am telling you, Andrei, I am telling you, like, listen, I really like you. I do. I really, really like you. But you can't bone me the way that all the other girls get boned.
He's just like, but I care about you. Am I not good? Am I not good to you?
You're very good to me, Andrei. You're just not good to me in the way that it matters.
Oh, after 18 months, 18 months and 3 occasions of like trying, I feel like that probably wasn't a central part of their relationship, but oh god, can you imagine? Like, I really hope that that's not why she broke up with him, because that would really suck.
I mean, it would also, explain some of his animosity towards women, but I mean...
That's true.
It's not just women that he killed, though, and we'll get into more of his victims in episode 2. But anyways... upon the completion of his 2-year vocational training, Chikatilo relocated to Rostov's city of Nizhny.
I think that's Nizhny
Tagil to work upon a long-term construction project. Now, while living in Nizhny Tagil, he also undertook correspondence courses in engineering with the Moscow Electrotechnical Institute of Communication. God, what a fucking name. Yeah, maybe I can't go to
Moscow Electrotechnical Institute.
Yeah, maybe I can't go to the Moscow University, but I'm going to the Moscow Institute. That's pretty good, right, guys? Right? I'm going to the Moscow Institute.
And the name for this one is so much longer, so I figure that makes it automatically better, right?
Better. Yeah, definitely better. And his
Oh,
friends are just like, "Oh, which institute?" You know, it's not that important, you guys. It's not that important. I'm going to an institute. Yay! Go, Andre! Wow, you are no longer goat boy. Yay! Yay!
which institute is it, goat boy?
It's the Moscow Electrotechnical Institute of Communication.
Well, that sounds boring.
But it's not goat work. I'm doing real horse work, not goat work.
I bet a goat could do it.
Well, I wouldn't know because I am a horse, not a goat.
Really? What'd you eat for lunch today? A salad?
No, I ate oatmeal like a horse.
For lunch. Oatmeal
Yeah,
for lunch,
yeah,
Andre.
yes. I ate oatmeal for lunch because that is what a horse does. It eats oats.
Oatmeal is for breakfast, Andre.
Well, I woke up late today, so I had breakfast for lunch. What the fuck? What did he say?
He just said, fuck! I think sports ball
Yeah,
is happening.
exactly. That is exactly what I'm saying. Fuck. So it
That was just so abrupt.
really was. Oh my god, is he okay?
I think something's happening on sports ball TV.
Oh, sports ball TV. Oh, okay. I didn't realize they do sports ball TV on Tuesdays. Is it baseball?
I think so.
Okay. I was like trying to think of like what the fuck kind of like sports ball would be played on a Tuesday. I'm like, it's either basketball or baseball because I know that football is Sundays and possibly Thursdays or Tuesdays. Wait, no, today is Tuesday.
I don't know.
Monday night football.
Okay. I think it's like the World Series or the playoffs right now or something. So
I think the playoffs is football, isn't it?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know if baseball has playoffs.
No idea. Anyways, so so he worked in the Urals for 2 years until he was drafted into the oh shit. I hit the down button. Just took me to the end of the fucking page. Until he was drafted into the Soviet Army in 1957. Now, Chikatilo performed his compulsory military service between 1957 and 1960, assigned first to serve with the border guards in Central Asia, and then to a KGB communications unit in Berlin. Here, his work record was unblemished, and he joined the Communist Party in 1960, shortly before his military service ended. Upon completing his service, Andrei returned to his native village to live with his parents. He soon became acquainted with a young divorcee, and their 3-month relationship ended after several unsuccessful attempts at intercourse, after which the woman innocently asked her friends for advice as to how Chikatilo might overcome his inability to maintain an erection. As a result, most of his peers discovered his impotence.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Now he's impotent, goat boy.
So listen, you guys know I've been dating Andrei Chikatilo, right? Like he's so big in the Communist Party, and he's got the communications majoring, and he went to do that institute for a long time, and he was in Germany, and he did all those really cool things with the military. You guys know I'm dating him now, right?
Oh, you're dating goat boy.
We don't call him Gold Boy in our house. We just call him Andre. But sometimes,
Well,
yeah, Gold
But
parents,
they all still call him Goat Boy. It's just a running joke at this point, you know.
Yeah, my parents call him Goat Boy too. It's fine.
As long as you understand, he's still Goat Boy.
Yeah, no. Anyways, so listen, so we've been dating a little while, right? I was just wondering, have you ever, now this, I'm not saying this is happening to Andre, of course. It's just a hypothetical question. How do you help a man maintain getting hard? Hypothetically speaking, of course.
How do you? Shouldn't he just already be hard? I don't understand what the problem is. Like,
I'm saying hypothetically, if maybe he got hard for like a minute or two, and then he was no longer hard once, he was like inside of you, like, what do you do about that?
is he just a minute man or what?
No. He just doesn't, I mean, he can, finish, but he's not hard when he does. But this isn't Andre, of course.
No, you know a guy this happened to?
Yeah, it's a friend of my brother. It was my ex-husband. It was my ex-husband. Yeah. So, how do you deal with that? Of course, I've not told Andre about this, but my ex-husband, he could not remain hard at all.
If it was your ex-husband, then why would you still be worried about it?
Well, I'm cheating on Andre?
With your ex-husband?
Yeah.
Who can't hold an erection?
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically.
Yes. That's absolutely what is happening to my life right now.
All right, so Andre is impotent, apparently. Did you guys hear
that? That is not what I said. You leave Goat Boy out of this. I mean, not Goat Boy. You leave Andre out of this.
Goat Boy can't keep a boner, apparently. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I am fucking my ex-boyfriend, my ex-husband.
You're that bastard of an ex-husband who is nowhere to be found.
Yep.
Who nobody's heard from.
That's the one. He lives in the woods.
Does he live in the woods eating grass like a goat boy?
No. He lives in the woods eating small animals like a man.
So you're saying Andre is not a man because he can't keep an erection?
Yes. No, that is not what I'm saying. Absolutely not.
Oh my god, you guys! I need to text this to the group chat right quick. Hold on 1 second. Andre, Goat Boy can't get hard. LOL.
Oh my god, you guys will not believe what I just got this text. Apparently, Andre cannot get hard.
Andre, Goat Boy?
Goat Boy can't get it up.
Oh my god, Goat Boy is impotent. What a joke.
I'm posting this on Twitter, you guys.
Oh my god, you post on Twitter, I post on Instagram. I posted my story.
My god. Post a picture of Andre, yeah? Oh, post a really bad one from right after the war when he was all sad and he was like crying and he pissed his pants. Post that one. It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's piss baby Goat Boy, too.
Yeah. Remember when his mother paraded him around the village and said, oh, look at my son. He pissed in the bed again. And everyone took those pictures and it was really funny.
Oh, my God. Good times. Oh my gosh. Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, perfect. And like apparently, according to Andrei, like this isn't that far from what happened. I mean,
Oh,
not the like posting on Twitter and Instagram and shit, but
of
like
course not.
Andrei claimed girls were going behind my back, whispering that I was impotent. I was so ashamed. I tried to hang myself. My mother and some young neighbors pulled me out of the noose. Well, I thought no one would want such a shamed man, so I had to run away from there, away from my homeland. I don't know why I turned into Antonio Banderas for a second there, but I did my best.
That's okay. I didn't notice.
Yeah, just like when I said homeland, it was just like pure Antonio Banderas.
That's funny.
Oh, anyway, so Andrei. So after several months, Andrei Chikatilo found a job as a communications engineer in a town located north of Rostov-on-Don. He relocated to the Russian U or the SFSR in 1961, renting a small apartment close to his workplace. That same year, his younger sister, Tatiana, finished her schooling and moved into his apartment, and his parents would relocate to Rostov region shortly thereafter. Tatiana lived with her brother for 6 months before marrying a local Ute. A local Ute.
We love the Utes here.
Well, Tatiana sure does. Only took her 6 months to find one and marry him. You think she like walked outside like the first day of being there? It's just, oh, new town, new me. I'm going to have such a good time. This is my hot summer. I'm gonna like be super flirty, and this is my sexy summer. It's so great. I'm gonna have so many people that I fuck around with. I'm getting on Tinder. It's so awesome. Just like walks down the street, just bumps it. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Said sir is a mere Ute.
Yep.
Sees pretty girl. That's okay.
Oh my goodness, the cracking of your voice. It is the most enticing thing I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you.
We must be married within half a year.
Okay.
You're like the squeaky voice teen in The Simpsons. Like,
but that's it. That's what happened. That's what happened to Tatiana.
That's absolutely what happened to Tatiana. So Tatiana so she noted nothing untoward with regards to her brother's lifestyle beyond his chronic shyness around women, and resolved to help her brother find a wife and start a family. In 1963, Chikatilo married a woman named Feodosia.
Oh, I want to try. Feodosia Onechiva.
There you go. Damn.
Wow. I like skimmed that, and that just
jumped out at you.
Apparently.
Feodosia, Feodosia had been introduced to him by his younger sister, so she really did do what she said she was going to do. I'm going to find Andrei a woman to marry and have a family. Oh, Feodosia, are you single?
Yes.
You should marry my brother. He's fantastic.
Goat boy?
No, I don't call him. No, he's horse boy. Goat boy was some idiots back in the village that we lived in. He was the village idiot. Why would I introduce you to Goat Boy? No, my brother is pure horse boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, don't marry horse boy. We love a horse boy.
Yeah, you should marry the horse boy. Don't even worry about the Goat Boy. The Goat Boy will never come back to haunt you.
I wonder why I mixed him up with Goat Boy.
Oh, it's because we live next door to Goat Boy, and I told many stories about him. That's why.
Okay. That sounds about right. Yeah, that must be what happened.
And they looked very similar. So, sometimes my parents got them mixed up. But it's okay, because my brother, he is all horse boy now. You have nothing to worry about.
Really? He's all horse boy now, huh?
Well, I wouldn't know. I mean, he's my brother, but I've heard rumors. All of my
Well,
girlfriends, they like to talk about him very much.
well, that is definitely something to think about when I marry him.
Yeah, it is something to think about. Gets home. Andrei, great news! I found your wife.
Andrei. What?
Yeah, I found your wife. Also, if she asks, you are not goat boy, you are horse boy.
Why would I ever admit to being goat boy?
I'm just saying, you are now horse boy. So if she ever asks about it, goat boy was the boy who lived next door, who was not so handsome, and also sometimes mother and father like to pretend that you are a goat boy, but you are not, obviously.
Obviously, I'm not goat boy. I've been trying to become horse boy for years now. I tried to get
I
into that
told,
college by saying I was a horse boy.
well, I told Theodorsa that you're horse boy, and she believed me. So you're welcome.
Well, thank you. Theodosia, huh?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
she has
Okay.
agreed to marry you, Andre. There's no one else who is lining up to marry you. You should just say yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's a fair point. You've got
The
a
only
point.
thing is, she is not a communist. Is that a problem?
I'm sorry, what?
She's not a communist.
Why?
I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. We'll you will have your entire marriage to make her a communist.
Yeah, you're damn right I will. Can't stay married to somebody who isn't a communist. What am I?
She's a capitalist. It's okay, Andre. You can change her mind. Show her how much better life is as a communist.
I'll start her off small. I'll get her into socialism first.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, I think that she will really enjoy socialism.
Yes. And then we do a total swap over. You got to start small. You got to get to those. You got to get those
Baby steps.
transitional baby steps.
Baby steps.
Baby horse steps.
Yes, baby horse steps, not goat steps. Don't ever talk about goats for the rest of your life, Andre.
I've never even seen a goat before.
Yeah, you have. The time that you look in the mirror. Oh, sorry, that was the last one. That was the last one.
We don't know goats in this house.
That was the last one, I promise you.
Okay. No more goats. Ever.
No, none.
All right, let's
No,
get
none.
married.
No, none. No, none.
All right, let's get me married.
Perfect. So, according to Chikatilo, although he was attracted to Theodosia, his marriage was effectively an arranged one, which occurred barely 2 weeks after they had met, and in which the decisive roles had been played by his sister and her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we are having the wedding. Don't worry about it, Andre. All you have to do is show up.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, don't worry about anything, Andre. You only have to show up. And also, I'm arranging everything. Don't even worry about talking to Theodosa. You don't want to accidentally tell her that you are goat boy.
Ah, shit, you have a good point there.
Yeah.
But I mean, how am I feel like we should at least connect a little bit before we get married,
No,
you know?
no.
No, not at all?
No. We don't want her to find out too early that you are number one goat boy and number two a communist. Okay?
But the communism is important.
Yes, it is very important, and you can tell her all about it while you're married. Don't say a single fucking word to her until you say I do.
But what if
Look
she
at
finds
how
out?
pretty she is. Look at this gorgeous photo of her on Instagram. She's so pretty.
Look
She's
at
so
her pretty
pretty. Look,
thirst
she's trying
traps.
on her wedding dress. She's ready for you.
I, uh, I guess it's okay. I guess I'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. So later, Chikatilo would claim that his marital sex life was minimal at that, and that his wife actually was pretty understanding that he was unable to maintain an erection, and they agreed that she would simply conceive by him ejaculating externally and pushing his semen inside of her vagina with his fingers.
Well, hey,
Whatever works, right?
there's that.
Yep.
Silver lining.
So in 1965, Theodosia gave birth to a daughter, Ludmila.
Interesting. Ludmila.
Ludmila. 4 years
Ludmila.
later, in 1969, a son named Yuri was born. Yuri Chikatilo.
Did he become an ice skater?
Oh God, what's his Yuri? What? Whatever.
I don't even know. I just know that Yuri on Ice exists.
Yeah. So Chikatilo chose to enroll at a correspondence student at the Rostov University in 1964, studying Russian literature and philology. He
Boy, that rolls off
obtained
the tongue, doesn't it?
what?
That rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Philology.
Yeah.
It just sounds like I'm like making fun of like the word philosophy. Honestly.
It really does. Like, I know it's a real thing, but it's just like
It is. It's it's the study of languages.
Oh, that's right. But it just sounds like
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Of course they would give the stupidest fucking word to the study of languages, right? So anyways,
shit.
what?
You keep reading, but I need to get my phone charger. Apparently my phone's about to die.
Whoopsie dipsy. The phone that you're using to record?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
That's super weird. It was plugged in all day. But I'm right here, so please keep reading.
All right, will do. So anyways, so he obtained his degree to both of these subjects in 1970, and shortly before obtaining his degree, Chikatilo obtained a job managing regional sports activities. He later remained in this position for 1 year before beginning his career as a teacher of Russian literature and language in hang on a second, Novoshatnitsk.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool one. That's a cool one.
Yeah, Novoshat.
Yeah, you got it the first time.
Novoshatsk. All right, whatever. I said it once, right? It's fine. I don't need to say it again. So, Chikatilo was largely ineffective as a teacher, and although he was knowledgeable in the subject that he taught, he was seldom able to maintain discipline in his classes and was regularly subjected to mockery by his students, who he claimed took advantage of his modest nature. You know, those students are just like, hey, wait a minute, aren't you Goat Boy?
No, not me. No, I'm not Goat Boy.
Oh my God, you're totally Goat Boy. What the fuck? You guys, Goat Boy is our teacher now.
How do you even know about Goat Boy?
Everybody knows about Goat Boy, Goat Boy.
Why?
Does your wife know that she's married to Goat Boy?
No, she thinks she's married to Horse Boy.
Oh my God, like your wife could actually think that you're Horse Boy? She's deluding herself, really.
She's very understanding, okay? She thinks Goat Boy was our next door neighbor.
Oh, she thinks that Goat Boy was your next door neighbor. That's so cute how she doesn't think that you are Goat Boy, even though you're obviously Goat Boy. I mean, look at you. You look like Goat Boy.
I'm not Goat Boy anymore.
You're definitely Goat Boy.
I haven't been Goat Boy for years.
Well, you're Goat Boy right now. So that's really all that's important, is that you are definitely Goat Boy.
I don't want to be goat boy anymore.
Yeah, we know you don't want to be goat boy anymore, but the thing is, you're definitely goat boy.
Whatever. You're goat boy. I'm not
You're
goat
goat
boy.
boy. You're
You're
goat boy,
goat
and I'm
boy.
going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell your wife that you're goat boy.
Oh no, you can't tell my wife. Why would you tell my wife? That's so cruel.
She deserves to know that she's married to goat boy. That's all.
But we're fine. We're perfectly fine. You would ruin my whole marriage.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have to tell her.
You're a monster. You children are
Yeah.
monsters.
Yes, we are. And you're goat boy.
Him just exasperated. Just why are children such assholes? I can't escape them.
Poor Andre.
I don't know why I always do the Italian hand thing.
I know, right? He's Russian or Ukrainian. He's not Italian.
It's because I'm Italian.
Yeah, anyways. So in 1973, Chikatilo committed his first known sexual assault upon one of his pupils. In this incident, he swam towards a 15-year-old girl and groped her breasts and genitalia, ejaculating as the girl struggled against his grasp. And months later, he sexually assaulted another teenage girl whom he had locked in his classroom. Now, he was not disciplined for either of those incidents, nor for the occasions in which fellow teachers observed him fondling himself in the presence of his students. One of his duties at the school was ensuring that his students who were boarded at the school were present in their dormitories in the evenings. And on several occasions, he is known to have entered the girls' dormitories in hope of seeing them undressed.
Bruh.
In response to the increasing number of complaints lodged against him by students, the director of the school summoned him to a formal meeting and informed him that he should either resign voluntarily or be fired.
I
mean, honestly,
dude.
that's kind of like what happens with the Catholic Church. They're like, either you can resign working at this parish voluntarily, or we'll just move you anyway. But either way, you're not working with these people anymore.
Yeah, just like these specific people you need to get away from. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's happening one way or another. You just get to choose.
It's obviously the people's fault. So we're going to get you away from these people.
Yeah. If you're not
so good to you,
if you're not around these specific people anymore, it shouldn't be a problem anymore, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, go.
So Chikatilo left his employment discreetly and found another job as a teacher at the school in Novoshat. Oh, fuck, I said it right the first time.
Oh, let me see it, because I forgot it already.
Novoshatstink.
That sounds right. That's what you said before.
Yeah. In January 1974. Now, he lost his job as a result of the staff cutbacks in September 1978 before finding another teaching position in Shatki, a coal mining town close to Rostov-on-Don. Now, Chikatilo's career as a teacher ended in March 1981 following several complaints of child molestation against pupils of both sexes. So he was possibly bisexual. So they're it's horrible, but there's that.
Okay, I'm gonna but before you keep going, I can't find my charger bar, so I'm gonna swap my phones real quick, okay?
Oh boy. We'll see if that works because we know how your iPhone is.
I know, but hopefully it should be okay. So just give me 1 minute here.
All right, I'm gonna remove Kate from the stream. Fingers crossed this works out for her. We never know how it is going to be when she swaps to a different phone, when she uses her iPhone. But while Kate is doing that, I'm going to take this moment to remind you all that if you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying our improv, because yes, everything but the facts is improv. So all of the, goat boy stuff, that's all improv. So if you're enjoying all of that craziness, please feel free to throw us a couple bucks. You can either support us on Venmo. Mine is at Dakota's Beard. Kate's is at Kate Ulrich 42. Or you can support the show on Patreon, patreon.com/Chardonnay TC. That is CHARDONHAAAYTC. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up on Patreon. We've got a bunch of photographs actually from our trip to Vegas, where we tried to check out as much true crime stuff as we could. So I'm going to be uploading those on Patreon later tonight. We also will be doing some more interesting stuff on Patreon. We're going to be trying to figure out, like, our cooking show, Cooking with Dirthia Puente. We are also going to be trying to, Thea and I are going to be starting our series where we go and we review movies about serial killers, because, that's always an interesting thing to review. We're going to start out with Iceman, and we're going to make our way, because Iceman just pisses me off so bad. But it looks like Kate's back, and it looks like she's laughing at me for my hatred of the casting of that movie. The only reason that I will accept Michael Shannon being cast in that movie is if James Gandolfini actually turned it down, but that's just me. Welcome back, Kate.
You're so angry about it.
I will never not be angry. But anyway, let's finish up this episode, because we're actually pretty close.
All right. We got this.
So the same month, he began a job as a supply clerk for a factory based in Rostov, which produced construction materials. And this job required Chikatilo to travel extensively across much of the Soviet Union to either physically pursue or purchase the raw materials required to fulfill production quotas, or to negotiate supply contracts. In September 1978, Andrei moved to Shatsky, where he committed his first documented murder. On December 22nd, Chikatilo lured a 9-year-old girl named Yelena Zakhtnova to an old house which he had secretly purchased. He attempted to rape her, but failed to achieve an erection. When the girl struggled, he choked her and stabbed her 3 times in the abdomen, ejaculating while stabbing the child. In an interview after his 1990 arrest, Andrei later recalled that immediately after stabbing Zakhtnova, the girl had said something very hoarsely, whereupon he strangled her into unconsciousness before throwing her body into the nearby Gruzhevka River. Her body was found 2 days later. Numerous pieces of evidence linked Chikatilo to her murder. Spots of blood had been found in the snow near the house that Chikatilo had purchased. Neighbors had noticed that Andrei had been present in the house on the evening of the 22nd of December. Her school rucksack had been found upon the opposite bank of the river at the end of the street, indicating the girl had been thrown into the river at that location. And a witness had given police a detailed description of a man closely resembling Andrei Chikatilo, whom she had seen talking with the young girl at the bus stop where the girl had last been seen alive. Now, despite these facts, a 25-year-old laborer named Alexander
Kravchenko,
who had previously served a prison sentence for rape and murder of a teenage girl, was arrested for the crime. A search of Alexander's home revealed a spot of blood on his wife's jumper. The blood type was determined to match both the girl and Alexander's wife. Kravchenko had a watertight alibi for the afternoon of December 22nd, 1978. He had been at home with his wife and a friend of hers the entire afternoon, and neighbors of the couple were able to verify this. Nonetheless, the police, having threatened Kravchenko's wife with being an accomplice to murder and her friend with perjury, obtained new statements in which the women claimed Kravchenko had not returned home until late in the evening on the day of the murder. And confronted with these altered testimonies, Kravchenko confessed to the killing. He was tried for murder. Yes.
So, basically, if you don't perjure yourself right now, we're going to charge you with perjury.
But I'm telling you, officer, my friend and I were at home all day with my husband. He did not do this.
Do you want to go to prison for perjury?
No, but it would be perjury for me to recant my statement at this point, wouldn't it?
Not if you tell us what we want to hear.
But officer, but what do you want to hear isn't what about that guy, Andrei Chikatilo, who lives right there and who was seen talking to her?
You think we're going to arrest Goat Boy? You think Goat Boy?
No, he's not Goat Boy at that point. He's Horse Boy. He's Horse Boy now.
But remember, everybody knows Goat Boy.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it was probably Goat Boy. He did it.
You really think that Goat Boy is capable of murder? Even
yes,
of a
because
child?
it's Goat Boy.
When have you ever seen a goat murder a child?
I know that they would like to try.
But have you ever seen it happen?
No.
Case closed.
But officer,
I asked you nicely once. I will not again.
Okay, yeah, so my husband was not home.
That's what I fucking thought.
He was not home at all. Was he? Huh? He was not home, right?
No, he wasn't home. He was out murdering that little girl.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said happened. We never said anything from the beginning. We always said that it was definitely my husband that murdered that little girl.
And then they're just like, thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah,
was that so hard?
No.
It's harder than Goat Boy. Why you have to make it so difficult for us? I don't.
It was just about as hard as Goat Boy, right?
See, I like your attitude. That's for this.
Is there any way that I could tell my husband that goodbye?
Yeah, you made that good little crack at Goat Boy. I suppose you could tell him bye-bye.
Yeah, I just have like one more quick fuck with him really quick,
Yeah, just one for the road.
Yeah, exactly. And then I will find a new husband, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. You were nice enough to help us out here, give us what we wanted, make things a little bit easier for us. Go ahead, go fuck your husband.
Great, thank you. You're not watching, right?
No, of course not. I didn't see a thing.
And okay, good, thank you.
Also, we didn't have this conversation. I was out of the room.
No, exactly. I'm going to go say goodbye to my husband, get one more for the road, and then I will be on my way. It's no problem.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead.
Okay, darling, listen. They forced me to tell them that that you did not come home. So I'm sorry, but I told them that.
Why would you tell them that?
Because they said that it was the only way, or else they were going to arrest me.
For what?
For perjury.
You would rather I go to jail for murder than you go to jail for perjury?
They said that you were going to jail for murder anyway, so I may as well help them out. But if you plead guilty, maybe they will go more lenient on you. Like they do in the Americas.
Are you stupid?
No.
I think you might be.
Well, unfortunately, it's what we have to work with. So, you're going to have to work with it.
If I don't plead guilty and you didn't testify against me like a dummy, then I might have had a chance. But
Listen,
now,
honey. No, it's okay. It's okay. You will be fine. It's not like they're going to sentence you to death or anything. The longest they can sentence you for is 15 years.
I suppose that is a good point.
And
but
I made friends with the police officer, right? So we will still be able to have conjugal visits. It's fine.
all right, as long as we can still have conjugal visits.
Okay, so you'll do your 15 years. I'll come see you once a week and it'll be okay.
All right, all right. Will you wait for me out there?
Of course.
All right, we can make this work.
Yeah, it'll be fine. And, it's just the once a week, though, because I have headaches otherwise. Yeah. So, Kravchenko retracted his confession and maintained his innocence, stating his confession had been obtained under extreme duress. And despite the retraction, he was actually convicted of the murder and sentenced to death. But the sentence was commuted to 15 years imprisonment, which was the maximum possible length of imprisonment at the time by the Supreme Court in December of 1980. Now, under pressure from the victim's relatives, he was retried, erroneously convicted, and eventually executed by firing squad for Zakhnova's murder in July 1983.
God, that sucks.
Firing squad is pretty it's not like they've got like a whole line of people like shooting at you or anything. They basically just like boom to the back of the head. At least that's how it was in Russia.
Not much of a squad then, is it?
Yeah. But anyways, following Zakhnova's murder, Andrei Chikatilo was able to achieve sexual arousal and orgasm only through stabbing and slashing women and children to death. He later claimed that the urge to relive the experience had overwhelmed him, and nonetheless, Andrei did stress that initially he struggled to resist these urges, often cutting short business trips to return home rather than face the temptation to search for a victim. But sadly, he was not able to resist those urges for very long or very well because Andrei Chikatilo killed at least 52 women and children.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yikes.
At least. Yeah. And that is why I chose Andrei Chikatilo to be our Halloween episode.
Could it be because he's a monster?
Yeah, it could be. And that's where we're going to leave tonight's episode. After the first murder and what happens during the, because of that murder. I personally consider him totally responsible for, oh God, what's his name's death? Alexander Kravchenko's death. Because, like, Alexander didn't do shit.
Yeah, like, literally, if he didn't do that, Alexander wouldn't have been executed.
I mean, Alexander did rape and murder a teenage girl previously, which is fucking terrible. However, he didn't rape and murder this little girl who wasn't even a teenager. She was like 9.
Yeah, this was like a baby.
Yeah, this was a 9-year-old girl. Alexander didn't do that. So Andrei's definitely responsible for his death too. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that Andrei Chikatilo is responsible for the death of at least 52 women, children, and also that guy.
And also 1 felon.
Yep. Ex-felon. I don't know.
I don't know the right way to word it, but
meh. But anyways, that guy. So yeah. So that is part 1 of Andrei Chikatilo.
So
Um
fun.
mhm.
And
This guy, fucking
like
goat
he
boy.
escalated so quickly.
I know, right? Seriously. Like he went from just like, like coming in his pants whenever he looked at it like a teenage girl to like, "Ooh, I'm a murder."
Yeah. You went from 0 to like 75 like pretty quick, and
Mm,
then 75
I'd
to
say like
100.
0 to like 60.
Yeah. All right, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Like 0 to 60 like super fast, and then
Yeah.
60 to 100 like that.
Yeah, right? Seriously. He was just like getting fucking crazy there.
Fucking wild.
Mm.
Whew, and that's just the beginning.
I know, right? Yeah, just wait until we get into more of it,
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Well, we're going to be so here's the thing with the more of it part that we do need to let everybody know. Unfortunately, that episode will not be live the way that this episode has been. We will be pre-recording that episode tomorrow, posting it on Thursday, because I just found out this morning that I have to work on Thursday. Gotta love when they switch up your schedule on you like that, right?
Oh, so fun.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, like I'm getting paid, and also, it's just for October.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know if we're planning on doing anything for November, and if not, whatever.
Well, I guess we'll see.
I would like to keep working. I would like that, but till
A
then,
regular paycheck is nice.
what?
A regular paycheck is nice.
Yeah. Well, anyways, until then, feel free if you enjoyed this episode to throw us a couple bucks down here on Venmo. My Venmo is at Dakota's Beard. Kate's is at Kate Ulrich 42. Or you can support our show at patreon.com/Chardonnay TC. That's patreon.com/CHARDONHAAAYTC. And until next time, say goodnight, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, and don't trust the goat boy. You really laughed at Goat Boy. That's so funny to me.
Oh my god, that was like the best running joke of the night. That was fantastic.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a running joke in the next episode too, obviously.
That's true. So I guess best running joke of the week.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. All right. Good night, everyone.